and a lot of brand new faces. So really delighted to have you all in attendance. This is exciting. Today, my role is to introduce you to 4 key partners that are making this build possible. At Habitat Hamilton, without partners, we cannot build, we cannot serve the community. So I'm really delighted to have a great lineup of speakers for you today. At Habitat Hamilton, our mission is to build strength, stability, and self-reliance through shelter. And here at 3 North Park, that's exactly what we're doing. If you haven't seen it already, there's floor plans and a 2x4 here to sign if you'd like to be part of the build. We're building semi-detached homes, and these homes will serve 2 families who will live here for many, many years to come and become part of the fabric of this community. So we're really delighted about that. All right. So yeah, these homes will be a testament to what can be accomplished when community comes together for the greater good. So without further ado, I'm going to bring up some of our speakers. We're honored with the generosity of our first speaker today. Normally, I wrote down title sponsor. That's a misnomer. He came out of the woodwork, as far as I'm concerned, and offered to build the whole house. You know, normally we're building with students and volunteers, and it takes a long time. But this time around, it's going to be all pros, so a little bit of a break from a tradition, but a fantastic way to get people into homes faster. So this speaker is a prominent figure in the real estate industry, known for his visionary leadership and contributions through New Horizon Development Group. As president and CEO, he played a pivotal role in shaping the company's success and establishing it as a leading force in the industry. New Horizons Development Group is responsible for numerous groundbreaking projects that built communities and transformed area skylines. His commitment to excellence, attention to detail, and forward-thinking approach are instrumental in the company's achievements and its reputation for delivering high-quality developments. Beyond his role at New Horizons, he is actively involved in various charitable endeavors, demonstrating his dedication to making a positive impact on the community. He has supported numerous philanthropic initiatives, focusing on education, healthcare, and community development. Today, we celebrate how his visionary leadership will help support 2 families in their journey towards new horizons of success and wellness. Ladies and gentlemen, Mr. Jeff Paikin.
Sounded like my mother wrote that, Sean. That's very kind of you. At New Horizon, we are committed to housing, not just housing our clients, but housing in a broad sense in the community. And I'm just going to take this out. I feel like is that better? Yeah. Okay, thank you. So in our commitment to housing our community, we get to do so with a bunch of valued and really incredible people who are trades and suppliers. And we get to stand up here and take all the glory because, yes, we said yes to doing this, but we said yes to doing this knowing that our company is formed by the people who do the work in the field on our behalf, who have their own companies, who have their own families and their own stories. And we know we can rely on them when we're building for our clients, and we know we can rely on them when we're doing things for the community. So on their behalf, we take this honor very seriously to do this build and to have these 2 beautiful families have a place to call home. I mean, if you look at this location on a dead-end street with all these little kids running around and chalking the sidewalks and roads, this is what a community is supposed to have, and this is a location where it belongs. So I'm going to bore you for a second, but it's an important thing for me to mention the members of our team who have said yes to contributing to these 2 builds. Easy Forming, Verdugo Enterprises, Black Diamond Concrete and Drain Specialists, DeLuca Roofing, Control Tech Electrical, Whirlpool, Moen, Pollard Windows and Doors, PPG, Eden Tile It, United Rentals, Terpstra Lumber, Shipway Stairs, Landtech, Frendell Kitchens, AT McLaren, Wycroft Trim and Doors, Emco, Nova Plumbing and Heating, Electromart, Coast Appliances, Pell Insulation, and White Pine Waste Services. These companies have contributed their time, effort, energy, and talent to cover almost 75% of the total cost of this build. And Very recently, our company was awarded an award from the West End Home Builders Association, and it's the Consumer Satisfaction Award. And in our company's philosophy, it's the #1 award there is to receive, because our customers, all 600 of them from last year, receive an independent survey from an independent company. And that list of suppliers and subtrades that I just read out are mostly responsible for the work that goes into what we get to brand as a New Horizon home, and they make us look good every day, and we're very appreciative. So we have 2 more customers, guys, that need to fill out the survey 100%. Yes, we love New Horizon, and they're standing right over there, and we will not let you down. A couple quick thank yous, and I'll get out of your way. I want to thank my dear friend Don McVicker, who is here today, and his wife, who is our reigning Distinguished Citizen of the Year in Hamilton, Carol. And the reason I thank them is they are the driving force behind the Eva Rothwell Center, where there are 8 other Habitat for Humanity homes, and a bit of an inspiration to this. I can't be here with my almost 90-year-old father without thanking him, because he taught me at a very young age that when you're lucky enough to take, you have to be fortunate enough to give. And we learned that very well, and thank you for that, Dad. For Sean and Jeff and Catherine and Peter from Team Habitat, thank you for giving us the honor of contributing to your hard work and dedication to this cause. Charles McPhail, the architect who did that. I don't know if Charles is here, but where are you, Charles? Oh, wonderful. We talked together. Thank you. Thanks for being here. On behalf of our team, my partner Joe Giacomo Donato, who usually does all the work out here, is on a well-deserved holiday, but he's half of what we do, if not more. And our dear friend Bruce Wells, who has worked with me for 34 years, is going to site supervise this cause and make sure these are 2 more happy families. He's only done it about 500 times for us in the past. To my daughter Natasha, who did the work to reach out to all of our valued partners and trades and suppliers to ask for your contributions, and it's really hard to say no to somebody as nice as Natasha, so thank you. To Councillor Collins, who I can call that for about 3 more seconds, and I'll properly refer to you as the MP for Hamilton East Stony Creek. But it had to be almost 30 years ago. I used to, not literally, but figuratively bump into you in the locker room at the YMCA when you were in shape and I was trying to be in shape. And
Thanks for being polite.
hearing the story of, you have a long family history of service in this community, and hearing the story of how you helped make this happen is really inspiring, and I hope that others who fall in the shoes behind you at City Council and elsewhere will take that model and run with it. It's very important. Our company has been benefited from working with a gentleman by the name of John Arians from the IBI Group, who moved into our building on John Street 20-some...
30 years.
Well, let's put it this way. I had some hair, you had black hair. So it was that long ago, and John has been waving the golden hammer for Habitat for Humanity to me for about 25 of those years. And I kept telling him when we're ready, and we're lucky and fortunate enough to be ready. And John, thanks for approaching us with this opportunity, and thank you for all you've done to contribute to Habitat, to New Horizon, and to the greater community at large. It's a real honor, guys. Thanks so much.
Thanks, Jeff. That was fantastic. And a great list of partners. That cuts my agenda in half here, so thank you for that. Yeah, we're lucky to have a ton of partners, and we're lucky to have one of our representatives here from Habitat Canada. We've got a national office that doesn't just help develop homes, but helps develop small local Habitat affiliates like Habitat Hamilton. And our next speaker is a respected figure in the financial services industry, currently with RBC Dominion Securities. He's a connector who's admired for his business acumen, integrity, and unwavering dedication to delivering outstanding results. His contributions to the community are extensive, and I'd highlight his service on some of the boards, including the Hamilton Golf and Country Club Foundation, the Catholic Children's Aid Society of Hamilton, the Hamilton Halton Junior Golf Tour. He is the past Secretary Treasurer of Habitat Hamilton, and as of this month, he has been appointed to the board, the National Board of Habitat for Humanity Canada. Really excited to introduce to you Mr. Ken Lancaster. Ken?
Thanks very much, Sean. Good afternoon, everyone. I'm extremely pleased to be here this afternoon representing Habitat for Humanity Canada and the 46 local habitats across Canada that work tirelessly to provide affordable home ownership opportunities to families like Maya and Saw, Moo, and Moo Wei. Congratulations. I also want to congratulate Habitat Hamilton as you embark on this new exciting build. Last year, Habitat Canada released a new survey that found that Canadians rank affordable housing as the third most important issue facing Canada today, behind inflation and healthcare. The survey revealed that 40% of Canadians are worried about paying their rent or mortgage in the next 12 months. And 90% believe there is a shortage of affordable housing in Canada. As the cost of living and housing across Canada continues to rapidly increase, Canadians are being priced out of the market and housing options in their own communities. Communities just like the one we're in today. At Habitat for Humanity Canada, we believe everyone should have a decent and affordable place to call home. We know that housing is about so much more than bricks and mortar. We know that each and every single Habitat home changes lives of the homeowner, their family, and their community. Our model of no down payment and an affordable mortgage geared to family income helps families build strength, financial stability, independence, and community. It provides them with tools to transform their future. These outcomes don't just benefit the families who move into a Habitat home. When we help people move into decent and affordable homes, our communities become stronger and more resilient. Maya and Saw and Moo and Moo Ye, our collective investments in these homes will give you the opportunity to build brighter futures for yourself and your children, which in turn will positively impact all.
Build affordable housing is acquiring land. And for that reason, we would not be here today at 3 North Park if not for our next speaker. With steadfast commitment to public service and a passion for making a difference and an advocate for positive change. He has dedicated his career to serving the people and working tirelessly to address the needs and concerns of his constituents. As a passionate advocate for affordable housing, in his former role as Ward 5 councillor, he spearheaded the contribution of 5 building lots to Habitat Hamilton, the most recent of which is the one we're standing on today. Our next speaker is a dear friend of Habitat Hamilton. Moreover, he's an active Habitat volunteer. Don't be surprised if you see him on one of our sites prepping the walls for primer and covered in drywall dust. He's never too proud. He's humble yet audacious. Mark on the community, and his legacy continues to inspire future generations of advocates and leaders. Ladies and gentlemen, please let me welcome the Honourable Chad Collins, MP for Hamilton East Stony Creek.
Thank you for the very kind words, Sean. I think the common theme here today is partnerships. And, I'll take you back to the late 1990s when the City of Hamilton owned over 100 building lots here in the beach community. We had purchased them on a willing buyer, willing seller basis, and the plan was to tear this entire community down and build one big park. There were no services here, there was no water service for people, no sanitary sewers. And City Council of the day decided to buy all these homes, tear them down, build a park, and the neighbors fought back. And in the early 80s, the neighbors mobilized and they reversed the decision that City Hall had made and said they wanted to continue living here and wanted to build a thriving community, and they needed that infrastructure to make it work. So the city responded, they made that investment, and as a result though, the city was left with over 100 building lots, many of them which you still see behind us here and the property that we're talking about today. And so it was in the late 90s, and I have to give credit to former Mayor Morrow, the late Bob Morrow, and former Councillor Bob Charters, who worked with Habitat for Humanity on the first build that we had here in the beach community, 1997, 1998. That was a tremendous success, and I think it was proof that the city could do more and should do more. And so, as Sean mentioned, I've had the pleasure as the Ward 5 councillor of working with Habitat to provide additional lots over the years, and this is the most recent one, and I think this was one of the last motions that I made at City Hall prior to running federally. And so I would say that on the theme of partnerships, it's so important when we deal with housing, and I think you don't need to open the newspaper and look very hard for an article on housing or look online to see the situation that we're in across the country in terms of the affordable housing crisis that we have. And that's a crisis that exists across the entire housing continuum, from those people who are living in encampments to those people, as Sean has referenced, that are looking for affordable home ownership. And Habitat is a key partner in our quest to provide affordable home ownership for Canadians and other parts of the world. As we know, Habitat is a global organization providing the same elsewhere. And so I think it's important, irrespective of what your political stripe is, that we all find ways and means in which to support affordable home ownership and affordable housing initiatives. And a big part of that equation is, and there are some people who like to demonize the private sector as it relates to housing and everything the private sector does. The private sector, our private builders, and the philanthropy that we see from Jeff and his team and his company is an important part of solving the affordable housing crisis. And so I think without their expertise, and they are the experts, they are the ones that are going to build us out of this crisis with the support of all levels of government. I think it's important that we show our support and our appreciation and our gratitude for partners who step up to the plate like Jeff and his team to provide the support they're providing for Habitat. Because without it, we're going to continue to read about the affordable crisis that we have. We're going to continue to see families that can't afford a mortgage. We're going to see long wait lists in all municipalities. There's 6,000 people right now in Hamilton who are on their affordable housing wait list. There are 80,000 people on that list in Toronto. And so the projects that we see here today are, although 2 units doesn't seem like a lot, when we start to see the philanthropy from the private sector and we start to see the grunt work that organizations like Habitat does, not just here in Hamilton but across the country, we start to see progress. And so I'm just here today to say thank you. It was a pleasure working with the organization. I will continue to volunteer. I think I'm scheduled to be at Congress Crescent sometime in the next couple of weeks. And I just came to say thank you. Thank you to Habitat and your volunteers and all the people that make your organization what it is today. Thank you to Jeff and your team. Incredible in terms of what you're providing here in terms of support. And all the trades that are involved. We have a labor shortage right now, and I know the trades are more than busy. And so the fact that they're going to donate their time to this project, I think, is incredible. So thank you again, Sean. I really appreciate the opportunity to be here today and celebrate this here with you. And I hope to be here in the fall when we have the key ceremony with the families that will be moving into this incredible home.
Thanks so much, Chad. Of course, everyone deserves a safe and decent place to live, but Habitat's not a fit for everyone. Many of you may not know, we don't give these houses away. We provide an affordable mortgage, and our future homeowners demonstrate their commitment to our partnership by contributing 500 of their own volunteer hours as a demonstration of that commitment. And so we're really delighted to have some of our future homeowners with us today. I just want to clarify, there's 3 big components that we look at when we're approving a family. One is financial. Not only do they need to be able to afford to pay an affordable mortgage, but property taxes, utilities, upkeep, and take care of the home today and decades in the future. So that's a big commitment on the part of the families. Secondly, there has to be a need. We require any applicant to be in what's called core housing need, and that basically means that they live in unaffordable, unsuitable, or inadequate conditions when they apply to Habitat. And finally, and maybe most importantly, is a willingness to partner. We want to have a commitment to and from those families who are willing to be good advocates, good partners, pay their mortgage, take care of their property, be great neighbors. And so for that reason, we're really, really careful about who we choose and who the board of directors approves as future homeowners. So we're delighted to have representatives from the families today. Despite the fact that they've already contributed their full 500 hours, they still come out and partner with us, so good demonstration of their commitment to Habitat. So I'm going to start by welcoming Mue to the podium to say a few words. Mue?
I'm a little bit nervous, but I'm very excited. First of all, I want to thank Catherine and Sean for this invitation. I want to also thank Habitat Humanity for giving this opportunity to be part of Habitat Homeowner. I also would like to especially thank New Horizon Construction for their help with this home. I am grateful for your help and support. This means a lot to me and my family. Without you guys, I don't think I would be standing right here. I'm really excited to get this home to be called home. It is such a blessing for me and my children. My kids are very excited about being here as well. They are very happy to be living in Newport soon, and they can't wait to be live here, to be called home. Once again, I thank you everyone for this opportunity and for your help. I'm thankful and everything, and we appreciate it. Thank you.
And our second future homeowners are Maya and Saw, and a friend of theirs, Jane, has offered to come up and speak on their behalf. Jane, are you here?
Hi, I'm reading what Maya 2 and Saw Sen have written down. Maya has to work today, so I want to thank God and also want to thank Habitat Humanity Hamilton for giving me and my family the opportunity to become a homeowner. Without you guys' support, this would not be possible. We also want to thank all the volunteers that will be building our future home. As you guys continue to help our community and surrounding area, we pray that God will watch over Habitat for Humanity every step of the way. Thanks for everything. Maya 2 and Sasan, Anna and Julie.
Thanks so much, Jane. And thank you all for attending today. We couldn't ask for a nicer day than this. Hopefully we have equally as good weather in 4 or 5 months when we're handing keys over, and we expect to see all of you and maybe a few more in attendance. There's room on the sign, and we'll create new signs, so whether you haven't signed up to participate yet, or maybe you're watching online and want your name on that sign, reach out to us. We'd love more support and more friends in the Habitat family. There are more things on the go with Habitat Hamilton. So while we do not have volunteers on this particular site, we have Sherman Avenue where we're building 5 townhouses. So you can look to come out there to support in whatever way you're interested. We also have City Housing Repair Program. We'd love to have you join us there. Come sand walls next to Chad Collins. And we also have some other things on the go. We're building our first 5 homes on 6 Nations land, and we're accepting volunteers there as well. So if you're interested in serving the Indigenous community, that's an opportunity. Furthermore, we have, at long last, a second restore going in. You may be familiar with our store on Nash Road by Barton. We're going to be building one, occupying one on the mountain in the coming weeks and months. We'll need some help getting that set up, and I would love to have you come out as a shopper or a donor or just a guest and come by and say hi. So lots of great things going on with Habitat Hamilton, and we'd love for you to be involved in any way you'd like. I'll just remind you, these 2x4s are going to be going into the construction of the home. So if you want your signature behind one of the walls, now's your chance to do it. Again, there's some floor plans there if you want to check them out. There are some refreshments over here. Please help yourself, and some t-shirts as well. So once again, thank you so much for your attendance. Thank you so much for your partnership, and looking forward to seeing you here in the fall when we hand over some keys.